Here back today for day 8 of my series on supplements. So today I want to talk to you about the foundational supplements, the ones that your body truly needs for optimal health. Last week I was talking to you about the top 15 supplements as determined by, or those most recommended by functional medicine doctors. And this week I'm going to break it down into the tier 1, the tier 2, and then the tier 3, depending where you're at, the finances that you have, where your health is at, etc. So you can figure out what is best for you. Great news too is that the functional medicine supplement provider that I use out of the US has a Black Friday sale on this week. So I will drop that link into the chat afterwards because they have everything on sale for up to 25% off. So if you are wanting to invest in any supplements and know that you are getting really good quality supplements with no fillers, no crap, and all the goodness that your body needs and the right amount of the combination of each ingredient for optimal health, it's definitely a brand that you can rely on. So I will drop that link for you. So what are the tier 1 supplements? And we have talked about this throughout this series, but I haven't broken it down and given it to you all in one nice package. So that's what I'm looking to do today. So first of all, a really good multivitamin. In the case of the products that I like to use, it's called a daily nutritional shake. It's got some protein in it, but it's not just a protein shake. It also has all of the additional vitamins that you will find in a multivitamin, and at a much higher quality and quantity. I've compared many other products to this one, and most of them have only about 10% of the vitamins and minerals in the product as this one. So this one I highly, highly recommend, and people who use it are always reporting back to me how good they feel, how much energy they have. And it's simply because it's the first time in a while that their body has truly been able to get all of these really important vitamins and minerals easily. So that is the best of functional medicine and all of the research coming together to create this all-in-one shake. And again, you have choices. There's other functional medicine companies out there, but look for a really good quality, either a meal replacement shake with all the multivitamins in it, or simply a multivitamin that gives you a little bit of everything. But then on top of that, your body also will do really well with some kind of greens and berry shake as well. So you could have one shake in the morning and a different shake in the evening. You can put it all together if you want, completely up to you, especially if you're blending it up and throwing in some other, greens as well. But again, we've talked about the fact that our soil is overused and nutrient deficient, and therefore the food is nutrient deficient, and it's really hard to get what our body truly needs for optimal function. So having a greens and berries shake of some kind, a daily fruit and vegetable blend, this particular one has nutrients from 22 different whole plant-based foods. So that's a great option for, again, giving your body what it needs to function. The next one we've talked about several times as well is vitamin D3, which many, many people are deficient in. It's needed for over 500 plus enzymatic transformations in the body. It boosts your immune system. It helps your brain. It does so much, and it's so easy to get from the sun if you're living in the tropics. But if you're not living in the tropics and you're living, north, all of Canada, the northern part of the US, northern Europe, you're just not getting enough vitamin D3 onto your skin because you might be outside on a sunny day, but you're covered up. And so supplementing with vitamin D3 is really important. And then also omega-3s, which we've talked about, that we don't get these, or these aren't made in our body at all. So we need to get it through our food sources. But our food sources for omega-3s are quite limited, whereas omega-6s are in everything. And it's not just about getting omega-6s and omega-3s. It's about that ratio that we need to get them in. And typically in a North American diet today, we're getting them in a ratio of 18:1, omega-6 to omega-3, which is way out of balance and makes us deficient in our omega-3s, because really we want that ratio to be at 3:1 or no more than 5:1. And so we need to be lowering our omega-6 intake and increasing our omega-3 intake. And one way to do that is through wild fatty fish. And another way is to also be supplementing, because unless you're eating that wild fatty fish every day, you're still not getting enough to balance out the inflammatory effect of the omega-6s. And then beyond that, probiotics are super helpful to the health of your gut. And we know that having a healthy gut is a really great starting point for our health. And when our gut is unhealthy, then it starts to cause all sorts of triggers down the line in terms of our overall health. And so if there's no bloating with the probiotics, then the probiotic is great for you to be using. But if you do have bloating with it, then you might want to be doing lab testing to see what's going on inside your gut. Because if you have a bacterial overgrowth, we need to understand what that is. Maybe there's a yeast overgrowth, and then be helping to eradicate that overgrowth, because again, the body wants to be in balance before having the probiotic, and before getting a good probiotic to put back into your gut once we eradicate the overgrowth. And then we also want to be supplementing with magnesium on a daily basis. And magnesium is also very important, like vitamin D3. It has over 300 enzymatic functions within the body that our body needs. And there's different types of magnesium, as I have talked about. You can also do Epsom salt baths. The skin absorbs magnesium really well, and that's a beautiful, relaxing way to end your day. Magnesium helps the body to relax and calm, in addition to the cells needing it for all of those enzymatic functions. So very, very important. Activated B complex. So on top of the multivitamin, the B complex vitamins are really important. They help the body cope with stress. They also help people that are struggling with low energy. And in this day and age, there's, people are stuck in chronic stress and don't even necessarily realize it. They look around and see everyone else just as stressed out and normalize it and think this is just the way I should feel in my busy do world. And so having those B complex vitamins to help boost and support you in your busy life is going to have you feeling far better and better able to cope with your stress levels than if you don't have them. And then vitamin C is a foundational vitamin. It is so good for tissue repair, again, for energy, and also for immunity. So those are the foundational supplements. And again, I will drop the link in because there is a sale going on throughout this week. And in my next session, I'll come back and talk about the tier 2 supplements that are also extremely helpful, and for those that are willing to step into prioritizing their health even more, have the finances to do so, and would like to really optimize their health, we will be talking about what you can do to take those next steps. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.